Imagine holding a book in your hands that doesn't just offer words, but unlocks a whole new world within you, a world of endless possibilities and self-discovery. That's what Louise Hay's masterpiece The Power Is Within You is all about. It's not just a follow-up to her iconic You Can Heal Your Life, it's like opening a door to deeper, more profound truths that many of us never knew existed. Louise Hay, a pioneer of positive thinking and personal transformation, goes beyond the surface of affirmations. She takes you by the hand and gently guides you into the depths of your soul, encouraging you to embrace every part of yourself, the good, the bad, the forgotten, and transform it into pure, radiant self-love. The book becomes a journey where every page is a step closer to breaking free from the chains of doubt, fear, and self-criticism. It's not just a book, it's like a companion on the path to realizing that you, yes you, are more powerful than you've ever imagined. What's so remarkable about The Power Is Within You is how it speaks directly to the heart. It doesn't just tell you to believe in yourself, it makes you feel it, deep down to your core. Louise Hay's words resonate with the kind of gentle wisdom that feels as if it were written for you alone, reminding you that no matter what you've been through, no matter how many times life has tried to knock you down, you have the power to rise again, stronger and more radiant. This book doesn't just stop at motivation, it ignites a flame of transformation. Louise shows you how to peel back the layers of self-doubt, how to heal the wounds that life has left on your spirit, and how to finally, fully, step into the light of your own magnificence. It's not just about thinking positively, it's about embodying a mindset where love, self-compassion, and personal power are at the forefront of everything you do. The title itself is a call to action. The power is within you. It's within you, always has been, always will be. Chapter 1, The Inner Power, is where Louise Hay doesn't just introduce you to a concept, she opens the door to an entirely new way of living. Right from the start, she unveils the incredible truth that each and every one of us carries within us a profound, untapped reservoir of power. It's not something we need to search for outside of ourselves. No, this power already exists within, waiting to be awakened. Louise emphasizes that we are not mere spectators in our lives, we are the creators, the architects of our reality. Imagine that. She invites us to shift from being passive observers to powerful, active participants in shaping our destiny. She reveals that this inner strength, this limitless potential, has always been there, quietly humming beneath the surface, ready to rise up and transform every aspect of our lives. What's truly astonishing is how Louise connects the dots between the mind, body, and spirit. She shows us that these aren't separate parts of ourselves, but deeply interconnected forces that influence everything we experience. It's like discovering that you hold the key to a wellspring of healing and transformation, where your thoughts, your physical being, and your spiritual essence all work together in harmony. By recognizing this inner power, Louise says, we can take control of our lives in ways we never thought possible. It's like learning that you've had a superpower all along, one that can heal, uplift, and empower you to live fully. She's not talking about small changes, she's talking about monumental shifts. Once you tap into this power, you're not just surviving, you're thriving, flourishing, and creating the life of your dreams. This chapter is nothing less than a call to awaken that sleeping giant within you, and it's only the beginning of the incredible journey that follows. Chapter 2, Loving and Accepting Yourself, is where Louise Hay truly lays the foundation for a life of growth, healing, and inner peace. She doesn't just mention self-love as a nice idea, she declares it as the cornerstone, the absolute key to unlocking everything you desire in life. Without it, she explains, the door to happiness, success, and fulfillment remains closed. But with self-love, that door swings wide open, revealing endless possibilities. Louise pushes us to realize that self-love isn't a luxury or something we should practice when we deserve it. No. It's a necessity. It's the core from which everything else in our lives blossoms. She calls us to break free from the heavy chains of self-criticism and judgment that we've carried for far too long. Imagine the relief of letting go of those harsh, damaging thoughts that have weighed down your spirit for years. It's like releasing a breath you didn't even know you were holding. In this chapter, Louise invites us to exercise radical self-acceptance. It's not about being perfect or always getting things right. Instead, she teaches us to embrace our imperfections, to see them as part of our unique journey. Think about that for a moment. how different would your life be if you stopped beating yourself up over every mistake and started accepting yourself exactly as you are, flaws and all? And then, there's forgiveness. Louise urges us to forgive ourselves, not just for the little things, but for the deep wounds we've been holding onto, those past mistakes and transgressions that continue to haunt us. She reminds us that we deserve to be free from the burden of guilt and regret. Forgiveness isn't just an act of kindness toward others, it's a powerful gift we give to ourselves. Through this chapter, Louise doesn't just offer advice, she extends a lifeline to anyone who feels trapped in self-doubt, insecurity, or self-loathing. She shows us that loving ourselves isn't selfish, it's essential. Because when we truly love and accept ourselves, we create the foundation for everything else to flourish: relationships, health, success, and inner joy. It's the ultimate act of self-liberation. Chapter 3, Honoring the Body, is where Louise Hay calls upon us to completely rethink how we interact with our bodies, guiding us to a space where true healing and transformation can begin. She doesn't just ask us to accept our bodies, she asks us to honor them, to see them as the sacred, miraculous vessels that carry us through every moment of life. It's a call to stop seeing the body as something to be criticized or molded to impossible standards, and instead, to embrace it with the deepest respect, love, and gratitude. Louise takes us through the remarkable connection between our thoughts, emotions, and physical health, revealing how profoundly intertwined they are. She illustrates that the mind and body are in constant communication. Every thought we think, every emotion we feel, impacts our physical well-being. It's not just about what we eat or how much we exercise, it's about the energy we feed our bodies through our thoughts and feelings. Negative, self-critical thoughts can weigh us down, not just emotionally but physically. On the other hand, loving, kind thoughts can uplift, energize, and heal us from the inside out. Imagine what would happen if you replaced every critical thought about your body with a loving one. Louise invites us to do exactly that. She encourages us to develop a positive body image, not just based on appearance, but on the profound understanding that our bodies are unique, beautiful expressions of life itself. She teaches us to appreciate the miracle of our bodies, how they breathe, move, heal, and carry us through every experience. This appreciation, she says, is the key to a life of balance, health, and vitality. And then, she introduces us to one of the most powerful tools for self-love and healing: mirror work. This isn't just a feel-good exercise, it's a deep, transformative practice that forces us to confront the way we truly feel about ourselves. Louise asks us to stand in front of a mirror, look into our own eyes, and speak words of kindness, love, and affirmation. Can you imagine how empowering it is to stare into your reflection and say, "I love you. I accept you just as you are"? It might seem uncomfortable at first, maybe even silly, but this simple act has the power to shift your entire relationship with yourself. Through this practice, you come to understand that honoring your body means more than just treating it well on the outside. It means nourishing it with positive energy, loving thoughts, and deep respect. When you love and accept your body fully, you create a foundation for health and healing that goes beyond the physical. You invite wholeness into your life, where your mind, body, and spirit work together in harmony. Louise reminds us that we are not separate from our bodies, we are one with them. And when we honor our bodies, when we treat them as the sacred temples they are, we align with the flow of life itself. We tap into the incredible power that resides within us, a power that can heal, transform, and uplift us in ways we never thought possible. This chapter isn't just about body image, it's about cultivating a lifelong, loving relationship with the vessel that carries us through this beautiful journey of life. Chapter 4, Beliefs and Conditioning, is where Louise Hay uncovers the deeply ingrained patterns that shape our lives, revealing how the beliefs we were taught in childhood often follow us into adulthood like invisible chains. She dives into the heart of how our early experiences, environments, and the things we were told as children can become the foundation for limiting beliefs that quietly control our thoughts, actions, and sense of self-worth. From the moment we are born, we are like sponges, absorbing everything around us, what our parents say, what society tells us, what our culture demands. These early teachings and ideas shape the way we see the world and, most importantly, how we see ourselves. Unfortunately, many of these early influences are not empowering, they are limiting. We might have been told that we weren't smart enough, that money doesn't come easily, or that love is something we have to earn. These are the ideas that, as children, we take as truth, and without realizing it, we carry them with us throughout our lives, letting them dictate what we believe we are capable of. Louise, however, offers a powerful message in this chapter. Those beliefs, as deeply rooted as they may be, are not set in stone. They can be changed, reprogrammed, and rewritten, if we are willing to become aware of them and take conscious steps to change them. She emphasizes that we are not victims of our upbringing or our past. We have the power to break free from those limiting beliefs and rewrite the script of our lives. Louise introduces the idea that awareness is the first key to transformation. By becoming aware of the negative, limiting beliefs that have been ingrained in us, we can begin to challenge them. It's like shining a light on the darkness. Once we see those old patterns for what they are, they lose their power over us. She asks us to question everything we were taught and to examine whether those beliefs are truly serving us or holding us back. But awareness is only the first step. Louise teaches that the real transformation happens through the practice of affirmations, positive, empowering statements that we can use to replace the old, limiting beliefs. Affirmations, according to Louise, are like seeds we plant in the garden of our minds. With repetition and care, those seeds grow into new, empowering beliefs that support our personal growth and happiness. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good enough," we can consciously replace that thought with, "I am worthy of love and success." Instead of, "I'll never be financially stable," we affirm, "I am open to the flow of abundance in my life." The chapter emphasizes the incredible power of the mind and the ability to reprogram it. Louise reminds us that the beliefs we hold shape our reality. If we believe we are limited, life will reflect those limitations back to us. But if we believe in our unlimited potential, we open ourselves up to experiences, opportunities, and a sense of personal freedom we never thought possible. By reprogramming our beliefs, Louise says, we take back control of our lives. We stop living under the weight of outdated conditioning and start living from a place of conscious choice. The process of changing our beliefs isn't always easy, but it's absolutely necessary for personal advancement. And with every new, positive belief we adopt, we step closer to living the life we truly desire. In Beliefs and Conditioning, Louise doesn't just give us insight into why we think the way we do, she gives us the tools to break free and create a life that is not defined by our past, but by our conscious choices and newfound beliefs. This chapter is a powerful reminder that we are the authors of our own stories, and with the right mindset, we can rewrite our lives in ways that align with our highest potential. Chapter 5, Releasing Resentments and Forgiveness, is where Louise Hay delves into one of the most challenging yet transformative aspects of personal growth, learning to forgive. In this chapter, she explores the incredible power of forgiveness, not just as a moral obligation, but as a vital tool for achieving personal freedom and emotional healing. Louise makes it clear that holding on to resentments, grudges, and old wounds doesn't harm the person who wronged us, it harms us. These emotions act like poison, eating away at our peace, happiness, and even our health. Louise emphasizes that when we hold on to anger and bitterness, it's as though we're constantly reliving the pain of the past. The wrongs we've experienced, whether from others or ourselves, continue to haunt us, weighing us down with emotional baggage. It's like carrying around heavy chains that limit our ability to move forward. We might think that by holding on to these resentments, we're somehow protecting ourselves, but in reality, we're only prolonging our own suffering. Resentments don't punish the people who hurt us, they imprison us in our own pain. Louise, however, offers a way out, a pathway to freedom through the practice of forgiveness. She explains that forgiveness doesn't mean condoning bad behavior or pretending that the hurt never happened. Instead, it's about releasing the grip that the past has on us. It's about freeing ourselves from the emotional weight that's been dragging us down. By choosing to forgive, we are choosing to no longer let the past dictate our present or our future. It's not about letting others off the hook, it's about letting ourselves off the hook. In this chapter, Louise offers practical advice on how to begin the process of forgiveness. She encourages us to start with the willingness to forgive, even if we're not sure how to do it. The simple intention to release resentment is a powerful first step. She suggests using affirmations like, "I am willing to forgive," or "I release all resentments," to slowly shift our mindset. Over time, these affirmations help soften the hardened places in our hearts, allowing the healing process to begin. One of the most profound aspects of Louise's teachings in this chapter is the idea of forgiving ourselves. Often, we hold on to guilt, shame, and self-blame for mistakes we've made in the past. These emotions, just like resentment toward others, can create deep emotional scars that block us from fully living and loving. Louise gently reminds us that we are all human, and part of being human means making mistakes. She urges us to practice self-forgiveness with the same compassion and kindness we would offer to a dear friend. Through the practice of forgiveness, both of ourselves and others, Louise says we can achieve true emotional healing. It's as if forgiveness is the key that unlocks the door to inner peace, happiness, and freedom. By letting go of old hurts and opening our hearts, we create space for new experiences, new relationships, and new joy to enter our lives. Forgiveness is not about forgetting or excusing, it's about releasing ourselves from the prison of past pain and stepping into a future filled with love and possibility. This chapter is a powerful reminder that forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. It's an act of self-liberation, one that allows us to break free from the chains of resentment and live a life that is unburdened by the past. Through Louise's wisdom, we come to understand that forgiveness is not just an act, it's a journey, one that leads us to the ultimate destination of emotional freedom. Chapter 6, Transforming Relationships, is where Louise Hay guides us into the intricate world of relationships, those powerful connections that shape so much of our life experience. But she doesn't just talk about relationships with others, she brings the conversation back to the most important relationship of all, the one we have with ourselves. Louise firmly believes that the quality of our relationships with others is a direct reflection of how we feel about ourselves. If we lack self-love, it often shows up as difficulties, misunderstandings, or unhealthy dynamics in our relationships. Louise begins by emphasizing the power of self-love as the foundation for all positive, fulfilling relationships. She explains that when we love and respect ourselves, we naturally attract relationships that mirror that love and respect. It's like sending a signal to the universe: I am worthy of love, care, and respect, and in return, the universe sends us people who align with that energy. On the other hand, if we're filled with self-doubt, fear, or unworthiness, we tend to attract relationships that reinforce those negative feelings. Self-love, Louise explains, is not selfish or arrogant. It's about valuing who we are, setting clear boundaries, and treating ourselves with kindness and compassion. It's about understanding that we are deserving of healthy, loving relationships, not ones filled with manipulation, disrespect, or neglect. By learning to love ourselves, we elevate the standards we have for how others treat us, and we stop settling for relationships that don't serve our highest good. One of the key elements Louise discusses in this chapter is the importance of setting boundaries. She teaches that in order to have healthy relationships, we must first be clear about what we are willing to accept and what we are not. Boundaries are not about keeping people out, they are about creating a space of mutual respect and understanding. They are essential for protecting our energy, emotional well-being, and self-worth. Louise encourages us to get comfortable saying no when something doesn't feel right, and to stand firm in our values, even when it's difficult. Chapter 7, Releasing the Past, delves into one of the most crucial aspects of personal transformation, learning to let go of the weight that keeps us tied to past pain, trauma, and regret. Louise Hay emphasizes that holding on to the past, especially the negative aspects of it, prevents us from fully stepping into the present and creating the future we truly desire. She explains that while we cannot change what has happened, we have the power to change how we carry it and how much control we give it over our lives. Louise begins by pointing out how often we cling to past hurts, whether it's mistakes we've made, people who have wronged us, or traumatic experiences we've endured. These emotional wounds act like invisible chains, tying us to moments that are long gone, yet still influencing our thoughts, actions, and sense of self-worth. She describes how regret over things we didn't do, anger at people who mistreated us, and fear stemming from past traumas can create an emotional prison that keeps us stuck in a cycle of pain. In Louise's view, one of the most important steps toward healing and personal growth is the decision to release the past. This doesn't mean erasing memories or pretending that painful events never occurred. Instead, it's about choosing to no longer let those memories define us. It's about breaking free from the emotional grip of the past so we can open ourselves to new possibilities and live fully in the present. One of the powerful tools Louise offers for releasing the past is affirmation work. She encourages readers to use affirmations to consciously reshape the way they think about their past. By repeatedly affirming statements like, "I let go of the past," and "I am free to move forward," we can begin to shift our mental and emotional focus from what's behind us to what lies ahead. Affirmations, according to Louise, are like seeds we plant in the garden of our minds. The more we tend to these positive, empowering thoughts, the more they grow, eventually crowding out the weeds of regret, bitterness, and resentment. In addition to affirmations, Louise introduces visualization exercises as another method for releasing the past. She suggests visualizing ourselves letting go of painful memories, perhaps imagining those memories floating away like balloons or dissolving into light. Through visualization, we can create a powerful mental image of ourselves breaking free from the chains of the past and stepping into a future filled with peace, freedom, and possibility. Visualization, much like affirmations, allows us to train our minds to focus on the positive and let go of what no longer serves us. Louise also emphasizes that letting go of the past is a process, not an instant transformation. It requires patience, compassion for oneself, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable emotions. There will be moments when the past resurfaces, when old wounds are triggered, but she reassures us that this is part of the healing journey. Each time we choose to release an old hurt, we are taking another step toward emotional freedom. An important point Louise makes in this chapter is the realization that the past is not who we are. We are not defined by the mistakes we've made, the traumas we've endured, or the regrets we carry. We are defined by who we choose to be in this moment and moving forward. The past is simply a collection of experiences that have shaped us, but it does not have to dictate our future. When we release the past, we reclaim our power to create a new reality, one that is aligned with our true potential and desires. Releasing the past is a powerful reminder that clinging to past pain only limits our ability to grow and thrive. By letting go, we free ourselves to live more fully, to love more deeply, and to embrace the present moment with an open heart. Louise's wisdom in this chapter teaches us that our greatest freedom comes from within, and that freedom begins with the choice to release what no longer serves us. Through affirmations, visualization, and a commitment to self-love, we can break free from the emotional burdens of the past and step into a future filled with hope, possibility, and peace. Chapter 9, The Mind-Body Connection, delves into the profound relationship between our thoughts, emotions, and physical health, a connection that is often overlooked in our fast-paced, materialistic world. Louise Hay passionately illuminates the intricate ways in which our mental and emotional states can manifest as physical ailments, emphasizing that true healing goes far beyond merely treating symptoms. It requires addressing the root emotional issues that underlie our physical conditions. Louise begins by exploring the concept that our bodies are not separate entities from our minds and spirits. Instead, she presents the idea that we are holistic beings, where every thought, every emotion, and every belief resonates throughout our entire system. When we experience stress, anger, or fear, our bodies react, often leading to a myriad of physical health issues. Louise reminds us that our bodies are constantly communicating with us. When we experience pain or discomfort, it is often a signal that something deeper needs attention. Throughout the chapter, Louise provides compelling examples of specific medical conditions and their possible psychological and emotional roots. For instance, she explains how issues like chronic headaches can often be linked to unresolved stress or anxiety, while conditions like arthritis might reflect feelings of resentment or frustration. By exploring these connections, Louise empowers us to take charge of our health by recognizing the emotional factors that may be contributing to our physical ailments. She encourages readers to ask themselves, what emotional baggage might I be carrying that could be affecting my health? This introspection opens the door to self-discovery and healing. One of the key messages in this chapter is that physical ailments are often the body's way of expressing unresolved emotions. Louise emphasizes that instead of merely masking symptoms with medication or treatments, we should delve deeper to uncover and address the emotional wounds that lie beneath. This holistic approach to healing can lead to transformative results, as we begin to heal not just our bodies but also our minds and spirits. Moreover, Louise highlights the importance of self-care and nurturing as fundamental aspects of maintaining a healthy mind-body connection. She urges readers to listen to their bodies and honor their needs, whether that means resting when fatigued, eating nourishing foods, or seeking support during difficult times. By cultivating a loving and compassionate relationship with ourselves, we create a strong foundation for both emotional and physical well-being. As the chapter progresses, Louise discusses the role of emotional release in healing. She emphasizes that holding on to suppressed emotions can manifest as physical ailments, creating blockages in our energy flow. Louise encourages practices like journaling, therapy, or even talking to a trusted friend to release pent-up emotions. By expressing and processing our feelings, we allow the healing energy to flow freely, facilitating the release of emotional burdens that may be contributing to physical discomfort. In the mind-body connection, Louise Hay empowers us to take an active role in our healing journeys. She reminds us that we have the ability to connect the dots between our emotional states and our physical health, and that by doing so, we can transform our well-being from the inside out. This chapter serves as a powerful reminder that true healing involves a holistic approach, one that honors the mind, body, and spirit as interconnected entities. Ultimately, Louise leaves us with the profound understanding that by addressing our emotional health, we can unlock the potential for vibrant physical health. The journey to wellness is not merely about treating symptoms but involves a courageous exploration of our emotional landscapes. By embracing this mind-body connection, we can embark on a transformative path of healing, self-discovery, and empowerment, one that allows us to live our lives fully and authentically, free from the constraints of past traumas and negative beliefs. In the mind-body connection, Louise Hay empowers us to take an active role in our healing journeys. She reminds us that we have the ability to connect the dots between our emotional states and our physical health, and that by doing so, we can transform our well-being from the inside out. This chapter serves as a powerful reminder that true healing involves a holistic approach, one that honors the mind, body, and spirit as interconnected entities. Ultimately, Louise leaves us with the profound understanding that by addressing our emotional health, we can unlock the potential for vibrant physical health. The journey to wellness is not merely about treating symptoms but involves a courageous exploration of our emotional landscapes. By embracing this mind-body connection, we can embark on a transformative path of healing, self-discovery, and empowerment, one that allows us to live our lives fully and authentically, free from the constraints of past traumas and negative beliefs. Chapter 10, Expressing Gratitude, shines a radiant light on one of the most transformative practices we can embrace, gratitude. Louise Hay beautifully illustrates how cultivating a grateful mindset is not just a fleeting feeling but a powerful force that can reshape our lives in profound ways. This chapter encourages us to shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, allowing us to tap into the abundance that surrounds us every day. Louise begins by emphasizing that gratitude is a practice, a conscious choice we make to acknowledge and appreciate the blessings in our lives. She paints a vivid picture of gratitude as a magnifying glass that enhances our awareness of the good, allowing us to see the beauty and richness of our experiences, no matter how small they may seem. When we adopt a mindset of gratitude, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities and joy, transforming our perspective on life. One of the most impactful aspects of this chapter is Louise's encouragement to keep a gratitude journal. She passionately advocates for the practice of writing down the things we are thankful for, no matter how big or small. Louise explains that by putting our thoughts on paper, we create a tangible record of positivity that we can revisit whenever we need a boost. This simple act of journaling serves as a powerful reminder of the abundance in our lives, even during challenging times. When we take the time to reflect on our blessings, we shift our focus from problems to solutions, fostering a more optimistic outlook. Louise provides readers with practical tips for incorporating gratitude into their daily routines. She suggests starting each day by writing down 3 things we are grateful for. This practice sets a positive tone for the day ahead. Whether it's the warmth of the sun, a loving family, or a delicious meal, recognizing these simple joys helps us appreciate the richness of life. Louise emphasizes that the more we practice gratitude, the more we train our minds to notice the good around us, creating a positive feedback loop of appreciation. Furthermore, Louise highlights the importance of expressing gratitude to others. She encourages readers to share their appreciation with loved ones, friends, and even strangers. A heartfelt thank you or a note of appreciation can uplift not only the recipient but also the giver, creating a ripple effect of positivity. Louise reminds us that when we express gratitude, we cultivate deeper connections with others, fostering a sense of community and support. In this chapter, Louise also explores the idea that gratitude can attract more positive experiences into our lives. She powerfully asserts that when we focus on what we are thankful for, we send out vibrations of abundance and positivity into the universe. This, in turn, opens the door for even more blessings to flow into our lives. Louise reminds us that gratitude is not just about acknowledging what we have, it's about creating a mindset that welcomes new opportunities and experiences. Louise further emphasizes that gratitude is particularly vital during difficult times. When faced with challenges or setbacks, it can be all too easy to slip into negativity and despair. However, she urges us to look for the silver linings, even in the darkest moments. By consciously practicing gratitude, we can cultivate resilience and hope, empowering ourselves to navigate life's trials with grace. Louise encourages us to ask ourselves, what can I learn from this experience? What blessings might arise from this challenge? This shift in perspective allows us to find meaning and purpose, even amid adversity. As the chapter unfolds, Louise shares inspirational stories and anecdotes that illustrate the transformative power of gratitude. These stories serve as poignant reminders that gratitude is a universal experience that can unite us all. They inspire readers to recognize the magic in their own lives and to embrace the practice of gratitude wholeheartedly. Expressing gratitude is not just a chapter, it's a heartfelt invitation to embrace a way of life that celebrates abundance, joy, and connection. Louise Hay's teachings in this chapter empower us to cultivate a grateful heart, reminding us that gratitude is a practice we can integrate into every aspect of our lives. By consciously choosing gratitude, we not only elevate our own spirits but also contribute to a more positive and compassionate world. Louise further emphasizes that gratitude is particularly vital during difficult times. When faced with challenges or setbacks, it can be all too easy to slip into negativity and despair. However, she urges us to look for the silver linings, even in the darkest moments. By consciously practicing gratitude, we can cultivate resilience and hope, empowering ourselves to navigate life's trials with grace. Louise encourages us to ask ourselves, what can I learn from this experience? What blessings might arise from this challenge? This shift in perspective allows us to find meaning and purpose, even amid adversity. As the chapter unfolds, Louise shares inspirational stories and anecdotes that illustrate the transformative power of gratitude. These stories serve as poignant reminders that gratitude is a universal experience that can unite us all. They inspire readers to recognize the magic in their own lives and to embrace the practice of gratitude wholeheartedly. Expressing gratitude is not just a chapter, it's a heartfelt invitation to embrace a way of life that celebrates abundance, joy, and connection. Louise Hay's teachings in this chapter empower us to cultivate a grateful heart, reminding us that gratitude is a practice we can integrate into every aspect of our lives. By consciously choosing gratitude, we not only elevate our own spirits but also contribute to a more positive and compassionate world. In a society that often encourages comparison and discontent, Louise's message serves as a powerful antidote. She inspires us to recognize the beauty in our lives, to express appreciation freely, and to embrace the abundance that is always available to us. Ultimately, this chapter encourages us to live our lives with an open heart, allowing gratitude to flow through us like a vibrant current, bringing joy and fulfillment to ourselves and those around us. Chapter 11, Embracing Change, is a powerful exploration of one of life's most inevitable truths. Change is not just a possibility, but a constant reality that shapes our journeys. Louise Hay passionately encourages readers to approach change with open hearts and minds, transforming what is often seen as a source of fear into a gateway for growth and personal evolution. In this chapter, she invites us to reframe our perspectives, seeing change not as a disruption but as a beautiful opportunity for transformation. Louise begins by acknowledging that change can be daunting. It can shake our foundations, challenge our beliefs, and push us out of our comfort zones. However, she reminds us that resisting change can lead to stagnation, while embracing it opens doors to new possibilities. By approaching change with curiosity and excitement, we allow ourselves to be fully engaged in the ever-unfolding journey of life. Louise encourages us to ask ourselves, what new adventures await me in this change? This simple shift in thinking can ignite a sense of adventure and wonder within us. One of the key messages in this chapter is that change is an essential part of personal growth. Louise explains that life is a series of transitions, each offering valuable lessons and insights. She urges readers to welcome change as a catalyst for transformation, reminding us that many of our greatest breakthroughs often emerge from periods of upheaval. By embracing change, we cultivate resilience and adaptability, essential qualities for navigating life's twists and turns. Louise shares practical strategies for navigating life's transitions with grace and ease. She emphasizes the importance of staying present during times of change, encouraging readers to practice mindfulness. By grounding ourselves in the present moment, we can better manage the uncertainties that come with change. Louise suggests engaging in practices like meditation or deep breathing to cultivate inner calm and clarity as we navigate through life's transitions. Moreover, Louise highlights the significance of self-compassion during times of change. She encourages us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding as we face new challenges. Change can stir up a whirlwind of emotions, fear, anxiety, excitement, and even sadness. Louise reminds us that it's okay to feel a mix of emotions. Acknowledging and honoring these feelings is essential for our emotional well-being. By practicing self-compassion, we create a safe space for ourselves to process our emotions, making it easier to navigate through change. Louise also discusses the importance of setting intentions during times of transition. She encourages readers to reflect on what they wish to create in their lives as they move through change. Setting clear intentions acts as a guiding star, helping us align our actions with our deepest desires. Louise suggests writing down our intentions and revisiting them regularly, allowing us to stay focused on our goals even amid uncertainty. Another profound aspect of this chapter is Louise's emphasis on the idea that change often brings new opportunities. She encourages us to keep our eyes open for the possibilities that arise from life's transitions. Change can lead us to new relationships, career paths, and experiences we may never have encountered otherwise. Louise beautifully illustrates that each change is a chance to rewrite our stories and create a life that reflects our true selves. As the chapter unfolds, Louise shares inspiring anecdotes and examples of individuals who have embraced change and transformed their lives in remarkable ways. These stories serve as powerful reminders that we are not alone in our struggles with change. They encourage us to see ourselves as part of a larger tapestry of human experience, where each thread contributes to the richness of life's journey. Embracing change is a heartfelt invitation to shift our perspectives on change and transformation. Louise Hay's teachings empower us to approach life's transitions with joy, curiosity, and openness. She reminds us that change is not something to fear, but rather a dynamic force that propels us forward, offering us the chance to grow, evolve, and discover our true selves. In a world that often clings to the familiar, Louise's message serves as a powerful reminder of the beauty of transformation. By embracing change, we cultivate resilience, creativity, and a sense of adventure. This chapter encourages us to let go of resistance and welcome the flow of life with open arms. Ultimately, embracing change inspires us to view each transition as a sacred opportunity for growth, reminding us that the journey of life is an ever-evolving masterpiece waiting to unfold. Chapter 12, Spiritual Growth serves as a breathtaking culmination of Louise Hay's teachings, weaving together the profound concept that each individual is on a unique spiritual journey. In this final chapter, she encourages readers to explore the depths of their own spirituality, emphasizing that spiritual growth is a lifelong endeavor. With a sense of warmth and understanding, Louise invites us to embrace the power of faith and trust, guiding us toward a deeper connection with our inner wisdom. Louise passionately asserts that spirituality is not confined to a specific doctrine or belief system. Rather, it is a deeply personal experience that can take many forms. She encourages readers to seek out what resonates with their souls, whether it be through meditation, prayer, nature, or creative expression. This exploration becomes a sacred journey, one that leads to self-discovery, purpose, and an unshakable sense of belonging in the universe. In this chapter, Louise highlights the importance of trusting our intuition and listening to the whispers of our hearts. She reminds us that we each possess an innate wisdom that can guide us through life's challenges and uncertainties. By tuning into this inner voice, we cultivate a sense of clarity and direction, empowering ourselves to make choices aligned with our true selves. Louise encourages us to honor our feelings and instincts, recognizing that they are valuable navigational tools on our spiritual path. Louise also delves into the transformative power of faith. She emphasizes that faith is not merely a blind belief but a deep-rooted sense of trust in ourselves and the universe. By embracing faith, we open ourselves to the possibility of miracles and synchronicities that can enrich our lives. Louise beautifully articulates that when we let go of the need for control and surrender to the flow of life, we create space for growth and transformation. This act of surrender is both liberating and empowering, allowing us to embrace life's uncertainties with grace and confidence. As she wraps up her teachings, Louise highlights the significance of self-acceptance as a cornerstone of spiritual growth. She encourages readers to love themselves unconditionally, recognizing that true acceptance is essential for personal evolution. Louise shares heartfelt anecdotes and insights that illustrate how self-acceptance can lead to profound shifts in perspective, fostering a deeper connection to our spirituality. While this chapter radiates positivity and encouragement, it is also essential to acknowledge the critiques and controversies that The Power is Within You has generated. Despite its inspiring message, the book has faced scrutiny on several fronts. Lack of scientific support. Critics argue that Louise Hay's teachings, while motivational, often lack empirical evidence. Medical professionals have raised concerns about the claims linking thoughts, emotions, and physical health, questioning whether the mind can truly influence the body to such an extent. Oversimplification. Some readers contend that the book oversimplifies complex psychological and emotional issues by implying that self-affirmation and positive thinking alone can heal deeply rooted traumas. This reductionist view may overlook the nuanced nature of mental health and the various factors that contribute to emotional well-being. Alternative medicine. Louise Hay's holistic approach is often associated with alternative medicine, which may not resonate with all readers. For some, her teachings can feel disconnected from conventional medical practices, leading to skepticism about their effectiveness. Critique of responsibility. The book has also faced criticism for placing too much emphasis on individual responsibility. Critics argue that this perspective may inadvertently victim blame those facing difficult circumstances, suggesting that they alone are accountable for their situations. In conclusion, The Power is Within You is a remarkable exploration of self-discovery, personal change, and the innate power that resides within each individual. Louise Hay's teachings have empowered countless individuals to embark on journeys of self-acceptance, positive thinking, and healing. However, it is essential to approach the book with an open heart and mind, recognizing its potential benefits while also considering alternative viewpoints on self-empowerment and healing. Ultimately, Louise's message resonates as a reminder of our natural capacity for growth and well-being. The journey of spiritual growth is not a destination but a continuous path of exploration and discovery. As we navigate our unique spiritual journeys, may we embrace the lessons of faith, trust, and self-acceptance, empowering ourselves to flourish in the vibrant tapestry of life.